scrappy friends, and here we are. It is the beginning of a new month, which means time for a layout share for the month of August. I completed 9 layouts plus one that I was almost gonna do and then I didn't quite get it done, so I guess it goes into the September pile, but it is still from my August kit. I also wanted to share that as I go through my kit, I cut off the branding strips and I save them so that I have an idea of how many papers I've touched during the month, even if I don't use the entire paper. So this is all the branding strips from the month of August that I used. So I feel like I did a lot. My kit was actually very large. So I'm learning as I go that kits may not need to be as big. They probably don't need like 30 or 40 sheets of paper in them because it's kind of hard to use the whole thing. So here's my layouts. At the end of this, we will do a little overview of what's left of my kit because it was for the Counterfeit Kit Challenge kit, and then also How to Kill a Kit with Style. I used both of those at the same time. I used the Counterfeit Kit Inspiration Colors and Kit Inspiration, and then I use that as my kit that I'm using for the whole month of that month. So here's one of my layouts. I'm going to try to remember as I go through. I think I have it noted in my head which ones are videos. You can check those out all in my channel. Mostly hops. That's what I mostly do them for. This one was the first one. So I mostly scrapped photos from my trip to Las Vegas for my sister's wedding in April of 2018. So a lot of these are just super fun photos of my sister and me and my sister and her husband for their wedding, which was a really fun adventure. So this one is from Mixed Media Monday, so very beginning of the month. This was from a scrap lift that we did. Might have been, no, I don't know, just the beginning of the month. This was a bonus video to go along with that other one. This one was actually a secret bonus video, so it's not in the channel. But if you subscribe to my newsletter, you will get access to this video. I do make some private videos, sometimes scrapping process videos just for my subscribers. So subscribe to my newsletter. The link is always in my description, and you will get to see the process video for how I did this one. This was just kind of I wanted to use a sketch. I used a sketch from Paper Issues. They were doing like 31 days of sketches, I think, or maybe it was scrap lifting. I think maybe it was a scrap lift. And I love this photo, and it was just so fun. And so there's no video for it. It's just a layout that I did. This was a scrap lift. Sunday, Crafternoon, we scrap lifted Kristen for her birthday. Super fun. Enjoyed that one, so go check that video out. This, I think, was just another bonus video, or not video, sorry, a bonus layout that I did, again, of my trip to Vegas. This was one of my favorite things that we did, was go on the helicopter to go out onto a plateau for her wedding. So she got married at sunset. It was absolutely beautiful, and I don't have a video for this one, just one that I did. Another one that I did for fun, I was just trying to see what would happen if I did a cut file on pattern paper. So this actually is a pattern scrapbook paper from Pink Fresh, and then I overlaid it on some mixed media background, just worked out that way. This was actually a leftover from another layout I did for another scrap lift, I think, from a different month. I think from maybe July. So I had this leftover, and it just worked so perfectly with that yellow paper. Love that photo. No video. This is a Mix It Up, no, sorry. This is a scrap lift, the one we did most recently. It was actually very floral. Actually, I started doing this where I have a little printer, and I printed out the layout that we used as our scrap lift. And so this one, I took it and made it into a less floral and more stars and boyish kind of layout for my photos of my son for his first day of school in 5th grade this year. This is also because I have that little printer now, so I printed that one out. This one I can't show you. It's a surprise. You'll see it in October, but I did finish it, and I want it to be, for the record, that 9 layouts were done in August, and I have like I said, that one more, which is going to end up in September. But this one's a secret. You'll see it in October. So there's my layouts for the month of August. I'm very proud of them, and I love the fact that I chose photos. That was my big aha moment for the month of August, is that I selected my photos before I even chose my, when I chose my kit, which is funny because you would think that you would normally do that, but I don't normally do that. Normally I just kind of go, oh, here are my papers. Okay, now I'm going to randomly pick some photos. But now it really helped to have a collection of photos that I was using, and then it made all my photos in my pages seem a lot more cohesive. Here are the papers that are left from my kit. I used mostly the Let's Go collection, the 12 by 12. I used the collection kit I purchased to make my 6 by 8 album, and so I only have like 2 or 3 pages left out of, I think, the 12 in that kit. So, and actually this is one of my favorite with the little plus marks, so just worked out that way. This is what I have left. Funny how it's mostly greens. I'm not a really big green or yellow person, so yeah, that's what's left from probably the 30 or 40 papers that I selected. And then this is the sticker sheet. Now I did use a lot of the stickers, I think, in the 6 by 8 album, but this is all that's really left of my sticker sheet. And honestly, other than this little tiny plus marks, I just don't know how I'm going to ever use these stickers. I just really don't know. I cannot think of how I would use them. The open and close thing, I just cannot figure out how to use that. Also, what I have left is some of these pages that, what happens is I usually pick full sheets, right? And so I will go through, and if I like a page and I want to use it for layering, like this one, I will go in and I will actually get the paper so that I have a frame to use. And I did that on several of my pages where I had frames. And so then I just keep the gutted part and I use that as my layering. This one, I guess I didn't do that. I don't really know why, but for most of them I will, that's why I have like these kind of square pieces that are left, because I will gut the paper as a layering piece, and then I use the insides as my mat to mat the photos. This one I cut off of a piece. And so I keep these large scraps in a separate sleeve as I'm working during the month so that I can quickly grab those. And I have like an entire iris case just for these gutted pieces. But I do try to use them. I really like this hexagon paper. And then I actually have a lot. This is like also the scraps. So if they're kind of smaller, but you know, bigger than those other pieces, they fit into the 6 by 12 sleeve. So I keep those. This was one that was gutted and I used it as a mat, and then those other pieces left over. This was actually a cut apart sheet, so that was left over. I have a lot of scraps left over, and some of these I added from my scrap pile, so I used a good amount. And here's some more. These might be left over from when I did my 6 by 8 album too. Some more of those branding strips, but I always keep all the branding strips too. So those are maybe from this month also. Because when you make the 6 by 8 album, you don't do, you don't use a larger paper other than the cut aparts. So I love this. I have that from Maggie Holmes, and then I have some little tiny pieces. So, I mean, mostly the scraps I have left are pretty big, but you know, I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with those. Maybe just put them back in my scrap pile. I don't know. I have a lot of scrap bin. And then I found that my ephemera, as always, seems to be a little bit, what do I want to say? It's kind of thin. Like, I don't have a lot of ephemera, and so it always seems to be something that I struggle with finding ephemera to use in my pages. I used a lot from the Let's Go collection because that's what I had. Used as much as I possibly had, but this is not even from the Let's Go. I used a lot of Let's Go collection. I used like almost all the chipboard. I think I only have like a couple pieces left of the chipboard. I had chipboard journaling pieces, stickers, puffy stickers, This is all that's left of the puffy stickers. Again, the exit and the driving stuff, I didn't really have any driving that in my photos this time. This is all that's left from the foam stickers. Some of those were used in the album, but this is all that's left. And then I have, this is what's left of the dots, but these dots really kind of worked with my colors a little better. So I really don't have a lot left from the actual collection. I did pull a few other things from Vicki Boutin, but they didn't really work completely with my kit as I went along. So I had pulled them at the beginning, but then I didn't end up using them. So I really feel like I used a whole lot, and it was really nice to have. It was incredibly good to have that cohesive kit to start with, and this is what I love every time. This is why I'm going to continue to do this process. And I think the rest of these things are going to go back into my stash. I still can't figure out how to use this word travel or these stickers, but they might go into a giveaway box. I don't know yet, because I just really don't even know. I just don't ever see myself recording that I'm going on a plane or on a road trip, but maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe it will inspire me to do something like that. So that's my kit. That's what's left of the kit. I feel like I've bashed it pretty good, pretty well. And then I will come on here a little bit later and share what I'm going to do for my September kit, because I haven't figured that out yet. It's not even created because I was waiting to see what the colors were from Counterfeit Kit Club. So so there we go. Thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed this overview of all of my randomness, and that you will come back and see what I create in the month of September. Bye-bye.